Okay, so I drilled my, I went with a half inch by 13. So I drilled my 27/64 holes in here. And now they have to be threaded. I made a point, okay, I made the point, it'll be the bottom one. It'll be the point that'll go into the trigger guard, or the trigger plate. Whoops, that was great. Okay. Now we can cut that out. Or leave it in, because that's the shit that happens. Got to turn the right side. Okay, put a little bit more oil in there. I'm almost done with this one, and then I got to do the next one. The other side. And then I have to make 2 more top ones. One that'll have the first hole. And actually, I'm not sure I have to do the one for the bigger bit. It might guide right in there, but we'll see. Anyway, I almost got this done. Well, I about got this thing roughed in. I just kind of following the sharp edges out here. Okay, so basically, I'll show you what I built. Okay, this is a piece of soft steel that I threaded on the lathe, and of course it's threaded in here, and it goes in and out. And the same here, and this has a point on it. And when I get, now the only thing I'm going to have to get, hold on a minute, is a longer jobber. So you'll see that this will go right on down, and it'll meet up with this point. So if this, we start a hole on the trigger plate, we set that there, then we figure out, we start a hole on the tang. Oops, there you go. Start a hole on the tang so that we can get this to hit that hole and tighten this up against the tang. Then with a longer drill bit, I can drill it all the way down to here and have a perfect hole all the way through. The only thing I'll have to figure out, and I'll have to figure it out on the fly, especially if I can't get a long enough drill bit, I'll have to figure out how much of this I need to take off so that the rifle stock will fit in there. I've got a stock over here, I'll show you what I mean. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. It's not a finished stock. So the way this will work, let's pretend there's a tang here and a trigger plate. We'll start where we want the hole to be on the trigger plate. We'll just start it. And that'll be a place for this little point to fit in there. This is where I'm going to have to figure out the length of this top piece. So that goes in that hole. And then, there you go. Sorry about moving around. Then we screw this top piece down, center on the tang. And this will be secured in a vise. And then we just run our, let's see, it'll be a 27 or 29. We'll just run our 29 bit right through. And because the hole lines up, it should come line up right with that hole, giving us a good straight hole. I've had to, one of the things that I have learned by not having one of those is I've drilled the hole through and it's been off center on the tang, and it's been off center enough that I actually filled that hole with a screw, buffed it down real good, and then re-drilled a new hole correctly. So this should keep me from doing that, making that mistake. And when I'm done with it, I'm also going to put a slot in here and have a way of measuring down to the side of the stock to drill. It'll work this way. I'm starting to run out of battery there. So it'll work this way where it'll come down on top of the barrel. And then I'll have a piece on the side that I can measure around, and it'll tell me, I'll measure it on the barrel to the point that I want it to go through, and then I'll set this on the stock and I'll be able to drill my holes. So keep with me. There'll be some updates as I get closer to where I need this, and we'll see how it works. Anyway, Dave Morelli, see you next time.